Hey, my Liptons. So I want to talk about the rap girls real quick, because today and I'm real down right now. I'm so sick, but later today I'm gonna go watch Killers of the Flower Moon. I'm gonna put my review up maybe tomorrow. But yeah, like I just want to get these videos out the way because I do want to talk about the rap girls because they've been in the news actually this whole week. Um, so let's start with Nicki. So Nicki dropped a freestyle. And it was featuring Drake and Chief Keef. And I'm not sure if it's gonna be on the album or it's just like just a throwaway thing just to put it out. Um, Hopefully it's a throwaway because while I did enjoy the subs that she was throwing, no pun intended, the subs and the shade that she was throwing, I wasn't a big fan of the flow in the song. It just I don't know. I don't like Nicki's flow when it's that slow and very like it sounds like she's laying down and like like I don't like that. I don't like that. Um, I did catch the shade about the whole like family reunion at the VMAs. I saw that was the first time I saw all my sons in a long time, and I'm paraphrasing. And she was talking about people making jokes about her being overweight, and she basically took the part back. Was like, listen, like, okay, one sub killed five bitches, Ocean Gate. Like she ate that. So um, it's gonna be real interesting. I'm not gonna hold you. I think her album is dropping next month. I think so. I don't know. I have to go back and check. Only the only I'm a little bit worried about a lot of things right now, especially like with the social climate and everything like that. And it's just that I hope that like I hope all these girls' albums do well. Like Nicki, whoever, Megan, whoever, all the girls, because I think everybody's focus right now, like the social climate, the environment right now is so horrendous, and hopefully, music in general, whether it be Nicki's music, like uplifts us and like brings us back to a better space or gives us like somewhat of a distraction. And I hope it does because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I've been really distracted with everything that has been going on in the news, and like it's really been caught like bringing like my anxiety is at an all-time high. So you know what they say, sometimes music or movies can bring us back to a better place or can uplift us or put us cause us a distraction, or as an escape zone. So I hope that this album really really captures me. I hope that it puts me at a better space, and I hope it does well. And I think the album is gonna do well. The Barbs will stream, and they know they do their thing. So, but shout out to Nicki. But this wasn't really my favorite freestyle from her, and the flow wasn't also my favorite. I like when Nicki's being animated. I like when Nicki is like like very raps quickly like that. I like when the flow is like that. Like this one, it was like okay, like okay. But I did catch the shade though. But shout out to Nicki. We'll see what the album is looking like. Next, I want to talk about Megan Thee Stallion. So Megan Thee Stallion, recently, it's official. She is officially independent. She finally parted ways with this goddamn label, 1501 Entertainment. They've been at a battle for 3 years. It's legit like around the same time as the Tory Lanez shooting, like 3 whole years of this bullshit. It's like, with the Tory Lanez thing, at least, it ended around earlier this year. And then it was like, okay, like, well, let's move forward. But then it's like, nah, we can't move forward because she also has another court case with 1501. Um, I'm happy for her. Um, she is doing everything independent now. She said that she's not going to sign to a label right now because she wants to see how she does by herself. And I'm also interested in that. And you know what? I know people are like, oh, when you're in a label, they want you to talk a certain way or they want you to produce music a certain way. Um, and I mean, we'll see what she does. It seems that Megan is prepared to release something. It seems like, well, only two of the main girls, Nicki and Megan Thee Stallion. I'm gonna talk about Cardi B last. But it seems like the main two girls are ready to release music. They're ready to get out there. I'm interested to see what Megan wants to talk about. I do hope. Well, yes, I do think that she's still going to talk about like her struggles and what she went through, but hopefully it's not the entire album because I feel like we already got that for Traumazine. We already got that, and I love Traumazine, but I feel like we already got that in Traumazine with her anger and her anxiety and things like that. I just hope that this album is a new era, a new thing. Hopefully, she cuts down the hypersexual stuff. And don't get me wrong, is Megan Thee Stallion, so we already know that she's very hypersexual, very hypersexual. She talks about sex and da. But like the way that she explored different things in Traumazine is the same way I want her to explore different things in this new era, in this new album. She looks great. Just focus on that. Um, I do have my thoughts on what label she's probably gonna sign to after, because I actually think she's only gonna be independent after this album. Once this album drops, I think she's gonna go sign to a label. Personally, for me, I think she might go sign to Columbia because I think that's Beyonce's label as well. I think that's what Beyonce is under, and a whole bunch of artists are under Columbia Records too, successful artists. So, personally, for me, I think that would be the better choice. Definitely not RCA. Fuck out of here. RCA is full of shit. They like to focus on one artist at a time. They sabotage all the other artists like Normani and Zayn Malik and everything like that. They don't get on their necks about putting out music. So RCA is out the picture. And then what they did to Tinashe, no, RCA is out the picture. We don't want to see it on RCA. So to me, and then on top of that, people were saying, well, Republic Records, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know because isn't Nicki also signed to Republic Records? Nicki's under Republic Records. I don't know. I don't see Megan Thee Stallion signed to Republic Records. I think Columbia will be her best choice, and I know that Columbia will put a big budget in her projects, in her work, and I think they'll get behind her. So but yeah, shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. I do hope, and the thing is, too, we don't know what's in this settlement. That's the thing. I hope within this settlement she did get her masters. I hope she owns all the albums that she produced under 1501 because if you settled and it's just a thing where it's like 1501 takes all your albums and then you just go with your tail hidden between your legs, it's not gonna look good. It's not gonna look good. So girl, hopefully you got some albums. You got something from this. But yeah, so shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. Lastly, God, we need to talk about Cardi B. Cardi, the thing is that like Cardi, so I wasn't on Twitter. Well, I was on Twitter, but I was focused on different things because like of the world events and what's going on Twitter and what's going on in the world. So I wasn't too focused on what was happening with Cardi B. It wasn't until I was watching one of the blogs and they were posting about it and what she was doing, what she was saying. And I was just like, Cardi needs to figure out, and okay, just to give you guys an overview, basically, and I'm paraphrasing within this whole thing. Basically, Cardi was teasing music, previewing new music on Station Head, I think. And I guess the fans some of her fans weren't feeling it, and then she just had a whole breakdown and went off cussing them out, and then she was like how this is why she wants to pull a bullet in her head, basically. And by the way, disclaimer: if any of you guys are are sensitive to hearing about suicide or things like that, I suggest you guys click out this video and but do subscribe to the channel. Okay, do subscribe because we are a good channel over here. But yeah, so and then she threatened to put a bullet in her head. It was a mess. Cardi, like, for someone for her, a lot of times people talk about Nicki's age, and of course, and as we should, Nicki is 40 something. Cardi is in her 30s, okay, early 30s. This is a grown woman who is married and has children, okay? But yet this woman continues to go online looking for trolls, looking for the gutter, and arguing with the gutter people that have freaking 25, maybe 20, maybe even 5 followers. this woman would entertain them and uplift their platform and uplift their follower count because she can't put the fucking phone down. I'm so over Cardi's bullshit as a whole. This chick needs therapy. She needs therapy. And at this point, I'm like, girl, how many times? It's been 5, 6 years. People have been telling this girl, put the phone down, get off of social media, delete social media. Hell, take a page off of your homegirl's book, Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion, listen, let me tell you guys something. When was it? I think before this news of 1501. I think a day or 2 days before, I think Blueface, and and I didn't talk about it because it was just like, I didn't care to. But Blueface came out talking about how like he allegedly had a sexual encounter with Megan Thee Stallion. Did you see Megan Thee Stallion freaking talking about it or went on Twitter or went on Instagram and going off? No. She shut the fuck up and was like, boop, went to go perform, went to go talk about, and then by the next thing you know, the news came out that she was independent. Not everything has to be addressed. Take a page off of your homegirl's book, Megan Thee Stallion, delete the apps, or have your PR team, because that's what I think it is. I think Megan Thee Stallion has her PR team posting for her. I don't think she's on social media, from what she claimed. Have your PR team or management post for you, and you go sit back and you go do your thing and focus on the album. Stop worrying about what people are saying about you. And I know people are like, oh, but these were her fans. Who gives a shit? I'm sure that I'm pretty sure some of the Barbs didn't even like this record that Nicki dropped. But do you see Nicki going off and doing all this, talking about she's going to put a bullet in her head and all these different things? No. So for me, I'm just kind of like, Cardi, at this point, the fact that this shit is getting to her this badly, like the pressure of the album, and even though she had many opportunities to drop this album, like I to this day I just, it blows my mind how when WAP went number one and then when Up came out and Up did amazing on the Billboard, and when it was number two and then it ended up going number one, I don't understand how Cardi didn't release that second album then, in between those two songs. That's when she should have released a second album, but she never did. She sat back. She just wanted to chill. She just did what she wanted to do. But sorry about that, y'all. So for me, I feel like Cardi needs, well, one, she needs to go to therapy. If you're threatening to kill yourself, you're cursing out people, you're telling other people that, let them and their mother pass away or something like that. It's just like, this girl loves to dish things and never likes to take it. It's like she likes to wish death on people and all these different things, but when people do the same to her, she wants to get mad and talk about people, not to talk about her child or to talk about her family and off limits about her family, but she'll talk about other people's families and wish death on them. This girl has some insecurity issues, and I honestly believe that Cardi is not happy. Like, there's something going on with her. Like, she's genuinely not happy in her life, in the space that she's in. And listen, it's okay to feel that way. It's okay not to feel happy. I don't know if it's a situation within her marriage or the particular situation, if it's the music. Of course, it's the music, because clearly the shit is getting to her head and she hasn't released a freaking album in 6 years. You know? That, is it the marriage? Is it Offset? Is it whatever is making her unhappy? She needs to go take that shit into therapy. Like, the internet, Twitter is not your therapy. Twitter is not your therapy. You need help. You need help. And at this point, somebody, I don't know, Megan Thee Stallion maybe, because, it seems like you and her are cool. Maybe Megan Thee Stallion needs to convince you to freaking go work out together, go exercise, because, exercise is also good for the mental health. Maybe go exercise, maybe go, let's go assign you to a therapist for you to talk some things out, because clearly you're not happy within your own skin. Your mind is getting to you and you're lashing out. And honestly, Cardi needs to be careful. She really, really needs to be careful, because It's gonna get to a point where it's gonna affect her brand deals, and people are gonna start pulling out off of her brand if she keeps going off like this. Cause it's like, and I already said it in this channel. I'm like, yo, if Cardi don't release something this year, an album, some more singles like Bongos, whatever, Bongos. I didn't care, whatever. Bongos was whatever. Put out more, put out more, do a follow up or something. Do a release, a surprise release. Do something to keep the audience hyped. But like I said, I actually do think that Cardi's like reign is kind of fizzling out. That's also probably another thing why she's feeling the way she's feeling. So that's why, when she claimed on the Breakfast Club that she was gonna release the album maybe next year, I was like, girl, I don't think the casual fans are gonna be here next year. We're so over it. Like people are tired of waiting. People are tired of waiting. It's like if it's next year, and by the time when next year comes, you're claiming 2025, then go at this point, keep it. Keep it. Just retire. Just do your brand deals. Be an Instagram influencer, a glorified Instagram influencer. Do your business, and yeah. And also, here's also another thing that aggravates me. And these are the fans. Fans are like, oh, y'all accept Rihanna. Rihanna also hasn't released music in over 7 years or something like that. It has been 7 years, 5, 6, 7 years. Rihanna's been doing makeup and all these whatever shoes and underwears and panties and bras, but yet y'all don't say nothing about that. Y'all still support Rihanna. Y'all still don't pressure Rihanna, but yeah, when it comes to Cardi B, y'all telling her that her career is gonna be over. First of all, Rihanna has released over how many albums? Because it was Loud, Rated R, Anti. I'm forgetting the 2, 3 others. She released more out. Yeah, so maybe I think has it been 6 albums? 6, 7, 8 albums. I think with Rihanna. Whatever. Rihanna has released a bunch of music. In a way, yes, we do. We be dragging Rihanna's wig a little bit here and there, but it's like, girl, we still have music. We still have a whole catalog of Rihanna music for us to listen to. So in a way, while yes, we do miss her and we do miss the new stuff, but it's also like we're also not that freaking thirsty enough to be like that we can't go through her entire catalog and listen to a bunch of music. I'm sorry, I can't listen to Invasion of Privacy anymore. I'm done. Like Cardi's voice, even like if you listen to Invasion of Privacy and listen to Cardi B now, her voice is completely different. It's matured now compared to how it was in Invasion of Privacy. We're over it. We're over it. Like Cardi has not released a body of work. She has not released she doesn't have a catalog to be taken this long. And if she at this point, she might as well announce that she's taking the Lauryn Hill route and just releasing one album and going on about her business. That's it. There's no point of doing this. There's no point of going back and forth or teasing music if you know you're not going to release it. Either way, I'm over it. I'm over her meltdowns. And honestly, if she is, let me be a little bit sympathetic and empathetic. If she is going through mental health issues and like she feels she wants to offer herself, I honestly really recommend her to go getting help, go getting therapy, go and seeing a psychiatrist, like go see somebody. There's no point of ranting and raving online, thinking that online is going to be and she's really addicted to social media, this girl. She needs to hang it up flat screen. No Nicki Minaj. Hang up the phone. Hang up the laptop. Hang it up. Give yourself a mental health day. Mental health days with S, plural. I'm over it. I'm over her rants. It's like, girl, go get some help if you're this messed up. But I do think that it's the album, the stress of the album. I think that she's thinking that the album is not gonna do well. But it's like, girl, we've all artists have had projects that haven't done well. All artists have had songs that haven't done well. Just because you were on top at one point doesn't mean you're not gonna have your down moments. People go up and it happened to Nicki. Nicki, especially around what 2019, 2020, like she's had her moments where some of the songs weren't doing so well. And now look at where Nicki is at in 2023. Like a good amount of her songs did well on Billboard. So I feel like Cardi needs to accept that. Like you are gonna eat some L's. And shoot, at this point, Megan Thee Stallion has eaten a lot of L's because all of Megan Thee Stallion's albums haven't done 100K um sales and album sales. But do you see her ranting and raving and talking about all these different things and going off on social media? No. Better luck next time. We'll see what happens with the next one. So she just needs to take a page. Like other people have done worse than her. Either way, y'all, I'm over this. Tell me what you guys feel about this in the comment section below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get up to 700 subscribers. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys keep subscribing. Please put on the notification button to see when my next video is going to drop. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.